Hi, I'm Beverly Marsden and I work on the Raising Aspirations project for Lancashire Women. The purpose of the project were to help and support vulnerable women and males from the age of 14 to help them overcome their barriers, whatever they may be.
My name's Trish, I'm 44 years old and I'm a service user of Lancashire Women and the Raising Aspirations project. Before I became a service user with Lancashire Women, my life was pretty bleak. I'd been in a mentally abusive and controlling relationship for 14 years, and when I finally left that relationship, it just didn't feel like anything mattered, like I was ever going to amount to anything. My ex controlled every aspect of my life. I wasn't allowed to make decisions or have thoughts or opinions. I was basically his plaything. If he wanted something, he got it. I lost my mum in 2010 and I wasn't allowed to make things right with her before she passed away. In May 2020, my partner was in hospital, seriously ill with kidney failure. It was the 10th anniversary of losing my mum. It was would have been my dad's 70th birthday, but he'd passed away 6 months before. I'd suffered another miscarriage. I was going through a court case involving my ex, which could have meant I could have spent 3 years in prison. Everything was just as bad as it possibly could have been for me. I couldn't see a way out aside from taking my own life. And I remember phoning the Samaritans at 2:00 in the morning saying, I don't want to be here. I'm done.
So we received Trish's online referral and then I was allocated, luckily enough to get allocated as a caseworker. So after speaking to Trish on the telephone, I could tell that she was really nervous. She would tell me a little bit about like her history, about the support that was needed. I told her a little bit about our project.
As it's called, Raising Aspirations. I didn't even know I had aspirations until I met Bev. So it's made a huge difference, and it was a slow journey. We had 2 steps forward and 5 steps back, I think, because our second meeting, I think it was, I had actually decided that I didn't think it was going to get better, and I did actually attempt to take my own life. I took an overdose and made sure that Bev was the one to find me, which I feel so bad about, but that's the way it felt. I felt it had to be. And Bev took me to hospital and stayed with me as long as she could, made sure that I was okay, and phoned my partner for me, and just knowing that she was there instantly made me regret what I did, but also made me aware that she wasn't going anywhere, that there was somebody that was going to be there to support me and make sure that I was getting the help that I needed.
So the support services that we put in place for Trish was initially counselling. That was the first issue, because there was a lot of unmet needs and a lot of historical issues and mental health abuse and all sorts of stuff, which I think, and also an element of loss as well that she'd experienced. So I thought that therapy would be a really good starting point for Trish. In addition to that, I introduced her to some groups that she was a bit reluctant to go initially, but on meeting people online, she then got to know people and then got encouraged to access other groups.
Yeah, so working with Bev has kind of given me ambitions, and I've learned that I do actually want things from my life, so I've enrolled on some online courses. First of all, I started off with life skills through Lancashire Women, which taught me about resilience and just learning how to move forward and where to look for support, and that it's okay to ask for support.
Our services has helped Trish build up her life skills, her confidence and her self-belief, and that Trish is enough just the way she is.
I can hand on heart say that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Lancashire Women, and for Bev in particular, because when you're as low as I was and when you're at your rock bottom, just having one person who you believes in you makes all the difference. I think people can say all the nice things, but it just takes one person to actually show you that they believe in you and to show you what you can do. I now have the confidence to figure things out for myself, and that has been life-changing.